crafty friends. This is Mary, and you're watching Cardz TV. I'm so glad you're here today because I want to show you what I found at Dollar Tree and tell you what we're going to do with it. Isn't this a cute little set of stamps? And it's all about coffee. I love doing coffee-themed cards. But because it's fall, it's going to be a fall card, and we're going to go with like a pumpkin spice theme. Now, let's take a look at this. We've got a coffee mill. This is a French press. We've got a takeout cup. We've got a couple of little coffee cups here. Some cute, this is, I don't know what kind of pot you call this. I've seen them before, and they're silver. I've never used one. I guess it's like a percolator. We've got a bag of coffee, a tag, and for sentiments we've got, there's always time for coffee, and coffee is always a good idea, and I have to second that. I love coffee. This is a super quick and easy fun fold. I've made these before. It's been a while, so I thought I'd make one again. Now we're going to start out with a piece of this pretty brown cardstock. And this is 5.5 by 8.5. We're going to score it at 3 inches and 4.25 inches. You can put this card together in no time. Okay, let's go ahead and make our folds. We'll go ahead and fold on the 4.25. We want to make sure we get our edges straight. Grab my bone folder, and then on that 3-inch score line, we're just going to take it and fold it back. It's kind of hard to see on this brown. Just like that. Now, this is what we have. We're going to take our glue and go under this 3-inch score line. We're going to glue this down. So it'll be glued just right here. We'll go ahead and get that done. And I'm going to take my bone folder and make sure that's glued down. And this is the edge of our book binder fold. And now we're going to go ahead and get some papers on the front. Now for this little edge that we glued down, we've got a piece that's 1 inch by 5.25. And y'all can see I am using what I have, because you've seen this patchwork paper before. So I'm using up my scraps. And that is, I think I said 1 inch by 5.25. And this little piece, let me look at my notes, is 2 3/4 by 5.25. And that's going to go right here. I love those papers together on that brown. So I'll go ahead and get these glued down. If I can pick it up. Sometimes it's not too easy. I've got a little bit of a sore throat, so I'm sorry I sound so scratchy. That's just the cutest patchwork paper right there. Love that. And we'll get this one put down. And y'all have seen me use this piece before too. We're going to get that lined up. Want to make sure I get them even. Now, I'm going to take this stamp set, and we're going to use this little takeout cup. And I'm going to be doing some coloring, just a little bit. And I'm not going to be real careful with it. I'm just going to do some light coloring. So I'll go ahead and get this stamped. And I'm going to look for a pumpkin stamp in my stash and get it colored too. So we want to put that on the front. Now for the front of my card, I took this little die, and I did not have a stamp that said pumpkin spice and everything nice. So I did this on my computer. And then I took my die and cut that out. And I took some Tim Holtz Distress ink, and this is Wild Honey. And I wanted it to stand out from the front. So I just took a little finger dauber and went around the edges. I don't know if you can see that, but it adds just a nice little touch to help it stand out. That's going to go there on the front. Now let me tell you the dimensions. This little die is 3 3/8 by 2 1/4. And I went ahead and stamped and cut out my little takeout cup. Didn't it turn out cute? Let me tell you what markers I used. I didn't do much coloring, just a little bit. And I also found a pumpkin stamp, and I colored my pumpkin. And he's going to go right down there. For my little takeout cup, to do some shading, I used ice gray, and these are Spectrum Noir Tri-Blend markers. Those are my favorite. They're great. For the little heart, I did dark red, and the orange, I used burnt orange. Now for my pumpkin, I also used burnt orange, and I also used earth brown for the little stem at the top. So I'm going to go ahead and get my sentiment put down. We're going to glue this down flat. And let's hope I get it straight. I'm going to put it right about there. So I want to leave some room for my pumpkin and my little coffee cup. That's kind of straight, I hope. And I've got my pumpkin and my little coffee mug on some foam tape. We'll go ahead and take those off. We're going to put the pumpkin down first and then let the little takeout cup extend over the edge. So let's get these on here straight as well, Mary. I love that. Now for the inside, I took another die, and this one is 2 5/8 by 3 7/8. And I took another little Dollar Tree stamp I had and stamped Enjoy the Little Things. And I did one more of those little takeout cups. And it's going to go right down there. So I'm going to go ahead and get that glued on the inside. And we're not going to put any foam tape on this one. I wanted to use one of the stamps from the stamp set, but to be honest with you guys, the sentiment stamps on here did not want to stamp right. And I really like them, but they just wouldn't stamp. The ink would not stick. So that was kind of a disappointment. But I do like the other ones. The little images, they stamp just fine. Okay, let's get our little takeout cup on here. And put it right there. Here's our finished card for today. This is a Bookbinder Fun Fold card. I love it. And you can see I added a couple of little sparkly, shiny dots. I found a bunch of these in my stash, guys. These are Aurora Borealis. And I think I found them like 8 or 9 years ago at Walmart, and I bought a ton of them because they take on whatever color you put them on. So I thought they'd be great to use for cards, and they are. But I think that just adds a nice little bit of sparkle and shine to our card. So there we go, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope you'll give this Bookbinder card a try. It's super simple and easy and a really quick card if you wanted to make a lot of these to send out. And you can do them for fall, for coffee, for Christmas, birthdays, whatever. And you can use up your scraps because it doesn't take much paper to make these look really cute. So there we go, guys. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Don't forget all those that were affected by Hurricane Helene, guys. Please keep them in your prayers. They have just got such a mountain to climb to get over all this and get their lives back to normal. And with God's help, they will do it. So remember to keep them in your prayers. And don't forget, guys, I love you all. God bless you all. And I will see you again soon with another card. Bye now.